All right, good morning, good afternoon. Today we're looking at Geometry Chapter 11, Section 3, and we're focusing on areas of circles and sectors. Now, I'm going to leave these warm-up problems as extra practice. You can always try them and then look at the answer key or the note key on the Haiku or Power School page. Let's jump right into the lesson today. So, the area of a circle should sound familiar. Pi times r squared, and r represents your radius, or the distance from the center of the circle to the side. So if we had a circle with a radius of 4, the area would be pi times 4 squared, or 16 pi. A sector is simply part of a circle. So if we have a circle here, and let's say we have a sector with a 60-degree central angle, and we wanted to find the area of this piece of the pie, or that sector right there. What we would do is we would take area equals theta over 360. Now this is probably a new sign. It is simply a Greek letter. If you don't like it, you can just put x in there. That right there is going to represent our central angle measurement. And then the r is our radius. And if you think about this a little bit more deeply, pi r squared, this part right here is simply the area of the entire circle. And when we look at the diagram, we don't want the area of the entire circle, we just want this part, or a fraction of it. So what we would do here is we would take the 60 over 360 and multiply it by pi times our radius, and let's make our radius 5 in this case. Our radius times 5 squared. So we could multiply that through, and if you multiply that through, you may want to put that in parentheses if you're entering on your calculator, is about 13 units squared. Let's take a look at a few examples today. Find the radius of a circle with an area of 58 square inches. So now we're going to have to work backwards. They give us a circle, or they give us the area. So let's start with pi r squared. That's the area of a circle. The A is 58. The area is 58 inches squared. We need to solve for the radius. So if we want to get the r by itself, we're going to divide by pi. And when we divide by pi, we end up with the radius squared is about 18.46. The opposite of squaring something is taking the square root of it. So take the square root of both sides. And our radius is going to be about 4.3 inches. Number 2, an outdoor accessories company manufactures circular covers for outdoor umbrellas. If the cover is 8 inches longer than the umbrella on each side, so this part right here, this is the umbrella in the middle. This is 8 inches, just that little tiny part. Find the area of the cover in square inches. So what we need to think about here is, well, what is the radius from those 2 points? And if the diameter is 72, half of 72 is going to be 36 inches. We need the radius of the entire cover, so we want to take, the radius is going to be the 36 plus the 8, so our radius is going to be 44 inches. So the length from here to the center is 44 inches. And then we're substituting it into our formula. Pi r squared for the area of a circle, pi times 44 squared. And when we simplify that, it's going to be about 6,082.1 inches squared. And when you're using pi, please do not use 3.14. If you can, if your calculator has a pi key, use that. Most calculators do. If your calculator doesn't, then you can use a 3.14, but really use that pi key because using 3.14 is rounding, and we'll start to get some wrong answers here as we go forward, okay? The last one here, we are talking about a pi. A pi has a diameter of 9 inches. Okay, so let's write that down. And is cut into 10 congruent slices. So if we're thinking about this, oh, pretty good circle. Let's see if we can come up with 10 slices. We need 5 on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's 10. Now imagine that those are congruent, so they're all equal. What is the area of one slice to the nearest 100? Now there's a couple ways to do this. I do want to give us some practice with using the area of a sector formula. So I'm going to use the formula area equals theta over 360 times pi r squared. Now we do need to know what our central angle is. So what is this angle right here? Well, all the way around is going to be 360 degrees. We're dividing it by 10, so that central angle is going to be 36 degrees right there. So that's what we're going to want to use to substitute in for our theta up here. So 36 over 360 times pi. Now our diameter is 9, so our radius is going to be 4.5 inches, or half of that. So I'm going to substitute that in over here, and then really multiply through. When you multiply through, we should get our area to be about 6.36 inches squared. Now some people might be wondering, could I have just found the total area of the circle and divide it by 10? So take the area of the circle and divide by 10 because you have 10 equal spots. Yes, that works. In this case it does because we have 10 equal spots. Okay, so your assignment here is down below. Again, look for a modified version coming out. And then we're going to review and have a quiz over this shortly. Okay, if you have any questions, please ask your teacher, and take care.